Zoe.
She loved the alphabet, ever since she learned how to say it.
She and I would play games where we'd find human qualities that began with each letter of the alphabet. A was an easy one, and the quality we both came up with was audacious.
Zoe perfectly represented this, in the way she tackled every problem that came her way.
B is for brave. She was daring, undaunted by judgment, and she was the one who made me believe in myself. Compassionate.
Always empathetic toward others, regardless of who they were, warming the hearts of everyone she got the chance to meet.
Driven. She never gave up.
Ever.
She was my inspiration to keep going when things got tough. Equable. Not a single person nor thing could make her lose her temper, for she was emotionally indestructible. Fearless. She was always trying something new, always taking risks, believing that you never know unless you try. Gentle. She had the heart of an angel and the most calming and reassuring voice that soothed you. Honest. I have never met anyone so true. She was the kind of person who wouldn't be afraid to express herself. Inspiring. She never ceased to amaze me with anything she set her mind to and accomplished. She always had just the right amount of cleverness and creativity to spark something in you too. Just. She was a strong believer in making things right, and despite conflict,
she always stood behind the truth. Kind. She had the warmest smile
that could ease your troubles and make you feel loved. Loud. She was the life of the party, always dancing, always laughing, and you could hear her personality from a mile away. Magnanimous. She believed in forgiveness,
even when it didn't seem deserving,
but it was so easy for her to turn the other cheek. Noble.
I don't recall her ever straying from her morals,
which reflected onto the lives of others. Optimistic. Zoe always knew exactly what to say
in the worst situations,
and you instantly felt better. Personable.
When she talked to you,
it was as if there was nobody else there she'd rather have a conversation with. Quiet. Not in her voice, but in that she was undisturbed. And there was something so peaceful about her when all else seemed chaotic. Resilient. She was always herself and helped you find your ground too. Even sickness couldn't change her bright personality. Selfless. She always put others' needs before her own, though she rarely did anything for herself. So, drawing from her selflessness,
I made it a point to ensure that
I put her first too.
Trustworthy. The kind of person you could share all your secrets with and know that you always had someone to count on.
Unexpecting. Nobody expected a taxi driver to be drunk. Nobody expected him to run a red light and destroy the passenger of his car.
And nobody expected that passenger to be Zoe.
I couldn't believe it.
But I know Zoe would have told me that I can't control what happens to me.
But I can choose whether to let it bother me or serve as an opportunity to grow. And there's no doubt I've grown into a better person because of her. V is for visionary. She dreamed the unimaginable and chased after them like there was nothing in her way.
Witty.
She could tell a joke to anyone around her and would always laugh before she got to the punchline or even before the who's there in a knock-knock joke. X Factor. She had something indescribable about her that nobody else could replicate. She was Zoe, and that was that. Youthful. She was always living in the moment, reminding me that we only get one shot at life, so make it worthwhile. Zoe never really fit into one particular letter, but rather summed up the entire alphabet. And out of all those letters, this last one, Z, stands with a character that is both elegant and daring all on its own, but perfectly wraps up each letter that comes before it. Z is for Zoe.